morning.
And those evacuations are still in place. Taking a look at this interactive map that shows you where those evacuations are. There are still some over in the Gatlinburg area, but the good news is that fire that sparked just after midnight due to a downed power line is now extinguished. But this big pink circle you see there, that is still an active evacuation zone where there is an active fire that has burned more than 1,000 acres so far. So if you know someone that needs to evacuate from that area, there are several places where they can go. The Seymour Heights Christian Church is one of them. Pigeon Forge Community Center is also offering people to come in there this morning if they need a place to go and to get out of the rain as well.
Yeah, definitely. They are saying if you are going to Pigeon Forge Community Center, they have cots. They can't use them right now. Take pillows, take blankets, whatever you can to make yourself comfortable. They don't have any of that available, but if you need shelter, you can go there.
We do have team coverage for you this morning. Our Will Puckett has been on scene for hours, really since yesterday, watching this fire burn through the area. We also have our Abby Kasoris, who's at Pigeon Forge High School, where another staging area is in place.
And we do want to start this morning with Will Puckett, just outside the evacuation line in Sevier County. What are you seeing at this hour, Will?
Well, Harry, the wind here picking up enough just to make you have to sort of balance yourself at times. And those were the exact same winds that they were dealing with yesterday in this fire. And it's causing a few hot spots to sort of rekindle, but nothing that's sending the forestry crews who are here at Valley View Baptist Church back up into the hills. I talked with a couple of them who had just come down, asked them for a containment update, and they're still sticking by that 0% contained right now. Obviously, a lot of this is going to come when they meet here in just about an hour and a half to 2 hours, around 8 o'clock or so, when the forestry division starts to meet again and chat about getting back up there in the mountains and start drawing out lines and batting this fire down. But for individuals who were here earlier on Wednesday and into Thursday night, as they were forced to evacuate, emotions running high, a lot of frustration because of that, because individuals coming down to watch this fire hindered people from getting away from it.
It's very anxious. You don't know what to expect. I think the most frustrating thing about it all is getting people off these roads. People are trying to evacuate. People are trying to get places, and they can't get where they're going because tourists are just in the way right now, and we really need everybody to get to a safe place so everybody can get where they need to go.
A lot of that resulted in many roads across this area of Wares Valley being shut down. Highway 321, one of the main corridors into Wares Valley, was shut down and is still shut down right now. A lot of that also because the major concern for firefighters was this fire jumping across 321, because once it got there, it had so much wildland fuel from that point that it could have caused some serious damage and even gotten closer to Pigeon Forge. But again, forestry crews right here saying they're sticking by that 0% containment. But the thing to worry at this moment, from where we stand in conversations we've had throughout the evening and into these morning hours, is the wind as it continues to pick back up. How much of that little bit of rainfall that we got, Harry and Casey, did enough to keep this thing at bay until about 8 o'clock?
Well, and I think that's the key word, a little bit of rainfall. By no means enough to actually put the entire fire out. So crews still have a very long task ahead of them.
All right, our Will Puckett reporting live for us. Will, thank you. Our team coverage does continue. Abby Kasoris joining us live from Pigeon Forge High School, where a staging area is set up for firefighters. What's the scene like there, Abby?
Yeah, I've been talking to crews from Friendsville, Kingsport, Shady Valley. Just finished talking with a guy from Maryville, Chattanooga. These crews traveling from all over, whether they're here locally or they're traveling hours. That crew from Shady Valley, they actually traveled here yesterday several hours to get here to help fight that fire, answering that call for help here. They say that is what they are meant to do as firefighters. This is a staging area for them to go. They headed here so that they could take a break, refuel some of their vehicles, get some food, and then get those assignments so that they could then go back out and help fight the fires that they're dealing with right now. Now, these crews, this staging area specifically, is really giving them those assignments so they can get back out there and answer that call. I did talk to them. They said that rain is helping. That is all good news. And the support that they've received, not only only from their people at home, but also East Tennesseans, is really supporting them and keeping them going through some of those hard times. Casey and Harry, back to you.
All right, Abby Casora is reporting for us this morning from Pigeon Forge. Thank you. And we do want to get to Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley, who is tracking the current conditions for us this morning. Much different than when this fire started yesterday, Heather.
Oh, much needed difference too. Yeah, as we had those 80+ mile per hour winds and the high wind warning in the mountains. Remember, that was kind of the big trigger. The very dry